Barakatha Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham, Rechaha Kodash, Kal Halalim, La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham, Rechaha Kodash. Double honor goes out to the venerable apostles and elders and elder bishops at the Great Millstone GMS, who rule well, who teach well, and salutations to the hopeful elect, as always. Abba Ratazah, which means Father willing. So Father willing, this lesson is edifying. So welcome to another episode of update on the MOTB, which is the RFID micro C-hip. Okay, and again, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if it's your first time around here. Like, share, and subscribe. So yeah, Bible prophecy, man, is happening. Okay, we're at the end of the end. The prophecy plane has left the airport. Okay, you cannot stop Bible prophecy whatsoever. All right, I'll put a link to this article in the description area underneath. All right, because that's the inspiration for this lesson. So AOL.com. This was put up on the 14th of April 2026, the year of agents, sellouts, and apostates. And yeah, you see it for yourself. Computer implant in breakthrough procedure that helped restore feeling in his fingers. It's them left-hand miracles, man. All right, the working of Satan. All right, via his physical counterpart on Earth, E, the so-called WHITE man. All right, beginning with his elites, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Warburgs, the Oppenheimers, DuPonts, usual suspects. Okay. Brandon Patterson, who was paralyzed after a 2017 car accident, had surgery in Colorado to install a brain-computer interface into the cortex of his brain. The surgery was the first of its kind, installing this kind of device into the area of the brain where higher functioning brain activity exists, and was done so to help him restore some communication and mobility. Patterson said after the surgery he was able to regain feeling in his fingers, which he had lost after the accident. And that's him there. Excuse me. A man who became paralyzed 9 years ago has become a pioneer for a new kind of neurotechnology. Brandon Patterson, 41, had surgery in Colorado to install a brain-computer interface into the cortex of his brain, where higher functioning brain activity is located, marking the first time this has ever happened in the world, according to CBS News. All right. Brain-computer interfaces create a direct communication pathway between the brain's electrical activity and external devices such as electroencephalography devices, computers, robotic limbs, and other brain monitoring devices, according to Georgia Tech research. See that? Kramer said the ultimate goal is to find a way to restore lost function to those with spinal cord injuries, or ALS, or other diseases where they've lost motor or sensory connections to the brain, and this research could be possibly used to help those struggling with motor control and cognitive control. Lord willing, you can hear me well, all right, and that this transmission is going through clearly on your side. This is something which Patterson, who has been wheelchair bound for 9 years, said opens up a list of possibilities for his future and others as well. Yeah, and they're going to market and push this thing as something cool and convenient and beneficial for humanity, all right? But we're warning you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, these Seminole Indians, West Indians, and Haitians so-called, and the Israelite foreign and speckled birds scattered all over the world, were the true children of Israel, the Lord's chosen people. Do not take this implantable RFID micro C-hip device, okay? Under any circumstance, do not take it. I'm warning you. Do not take it. Salakia. All right. Let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. And it reads, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." And it's very imperative that we, repeat ourselves and, bring this out, okay? There's new listeners coming in, daily. All right, so, going back to the basics and one in the flock and providing correct information for you viewers. All right. This is a very important prophecy, which you have a lot of Israelite camps that are breaking this down wrong. A lot of the leaders are either spiritually blinded or just bugged out, or they're taking a bag and they're misleading their congregation. The blind lead the blind, they should both fall into a ditch. Okay. This is going to be a game changer. All right. The foundation of this is being laid out. This digital system is being constructed. All right. This is going to be mandated all over the world, man. Every citizen, whether it be America, UK, France, Germany, Netherlands, Belarus, all right, it's going to be worldwide. All right. And if you take the MOTB, then you've entered a contract with Satan, all right, and you will be destroyed. Full stop. No if and or buts about it. You've chosen that day whom you will serve. Okay. Many people take it, for food, basic necessities, things that everybody needs. All right. Which is what? Food, safety, and shelter. See. Especially 2/3 in Babylon the Great, America, of our people. All right. They'll succumb to it, take it, instead of trusting in Yahweh or Yahweh Shai, the Lord. See, this MOTB, micro C-HIP, is a test. See, the government is the entity in any one country that has the power to cause all. All right, the government will work hand to hand with these corporations because it's really one in the same. Okay, see the connection there. The same people that own the corporations is the same people that own the government. It's the private government partnership. Amazon is the government, X is the government, Facebook is the government. The CIA controls that. A lot of these social medias as well, CIA controls. All right. But, they're interconnected with the government. See, the technology comes in and out of the public sector for the universities, the private sector and the government, the CIA and DARPA. All right. All one thing. It's the illusion of it being separate, you see. So we're not ignorant to Satan's devices, man. See, the government will make this device mandatory for all citizens, both small and great. All right. Rich or poor, depending on your status in society. Okay. You see. Free and bond. Whether you're in prison, you're living on the streets, whatever, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Yeah, right hand. Most people are right-handed. The world is set up for right-handed people. Even when you action something ergonomically, it always favors the right-handed person. Like placing a card or a ticket, through a gate, when you're going into a train platform, like a train station platform or something. But not everyone will take the trachma in their right hand. Some will get it in their left, in the forehead, all right? Or some other place in their body, okay? But when John the Revelator saw the vision, it, said the right hand, See, we live in a world dominated by right-handed people, okay? And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Neuralink, Synchron, plus other, companies, developing this as well. Yeah. That no man might buy or sell. Yeah. Goods and services, unable to partake in commerce. All right. The economy, even if it's free. Right. Even welfare, Section 8. You will not be able to access it unless you take the C-HIP. Okay. Revelation chapter 14, start of verse 9, and it says, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation," right, the Lord's righteous anger, "and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb." And the Lamb is Yahweh Shai. "And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up for ever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night," excuse me, "who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name." You see that? So people who are, spiritually joined, to this place and reverence E, they're going to take the charagma, all right? A physical device. And they're going to feel the wrath of the Lord. Okay? Yeah? Let's go to the prophet Ezekiel chapter 3. And verse 17. Get it in the New King James Version. We'll get 18 in the New King James Version as well. And it reads, Ezekiel 3 and 17, NKJV. Son of man, I have made you a watchman for the house of Yasha'Allah. Therefore hear a word from my mouth and give them warning from me. That's right. We've received the breakdowns from the word of the Lord, the truth and understanding to warn our people, the Israelites. Okay? So again, you must reject the sea-hip unto death. Okay? 18. When I say to the wicked, you shall surely die, and you give him no warning, nor speak to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood I will require at your hand. Okay? See, that's why it's imperative to warn. Alright? To warn our people. Or else the blood is on our hands, man. Okay? Verse 19. Yet if you warn the wicked, and he does not turn from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but you have delivered your soul. Yeah. So we, us giving out the warnings, okay, and warn you not to take it. If you go ahead and take it, then that'll be on you. Okay. You see? So there you have it, man. But yeah, your identification, all right, your medical records, your criminal history, your passport, your driving license, your optician records will be all on that implantable RFID C-hip. And it's clearer every day what it is, man. You had a brother from Watchmen for Israel, who left that Israelite group and, got with the understanding of the breakdown of the MOTB from GMS, because it made sense with him. Okay, it resonated with him, you see? All right. But yeah, this is a digital control system that's being constructed, the fourth industrial revolution. Okay. So yeah, you the Israelites, man, you better start, those that don't believe the C-hip is the MOTB, you better start, getting your act together, okay? All right? Because it's clear. Either that or the Lord has just blinded you, or you just sold out, okay? And those you amongst the leadership of those other groups that teach that it's something else other than the C-hip, like Christianity or an embargo, or sleeping with e-women or whatever it may be, you better get out from under that leadership, okay? They're leading you astray, all right? They're not, teaching you properly, all right? The 100% truth, all right? Okay, they're giving an uncertain sound, all right? They're blowing the trumpet, all right, but they're blowing it, an uncertain sound. Okay, because truth is a song. If you sing it rightly, you're singing the 100% truth, rightly dividing the word of God. Right, 2nd Esdras chapter 16, in verse 69. Verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. Yeah? The MOTB. And they that consent agree unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. Yeah? So if you take it, man, you're going to be in a bad case. Maybe not at first, but ultimately, you're going to be ridiculed. Okay? Yeah. Revelation 16:2 goes into, grievous sore. It came upon those that took that sea hip. Okay. Yeah. And the thing is that taking that micro sea hip and having that in you is also a blood oath as well. Okay. An occultic and demonic aspect to surgically inserting that charagma in you. It's a blood covenant, a blood ritual, all right? Because you have to shed blood in order to take that device, okay? Establishing it with the devil, okay? See, the purpose is to lock everyone into this digital system where you can control the buying and selling and monitor everything, okay? Track you, all right? See, it's merging man with machine, the internet of bodies. Okay. Yeah. Look at this. Bees removed from airport after swarm near gate. BBC News. Gatwick Airport forced to close gate for 6 hours due to swarm of bees. But yeah, again, I'll put the link to that in the description area beneath. All right. So I'm gonna sign off. Okay. A bad ball.